If you like the familiar look of Windows but want to enjoy the power and freedom of Linux, Zorin OS is a perfect choice for you. In today's video, we'll install Zorin OS on VirtualBox and take a closer look at its interface and key features. First, make sure that VirtualBox is already installed on your computer. Next, download the Zorin OS ISO file. You can visit the official Zorin OS website. I will leave the official Zorin OS website link in the video description below. Here, you can choose the Zorin OS edition that you want to install, such as Zorin OS Pro. This is a paid version, which comes with additional desktop layouts and some pre-installed software. If you only want to try it out or use it for basic purposes, you can download free editions such as Core or Education. In this video example, I will use the Education edition to perform the installation. Okay, now open VirtualBox. We will create a new virtual machine to install Zorin OS. In the VM name field, enter a name for your virtual machine. You can choose any name you like, so it will be easier to identify later. Next, in the ISO image field, select the Zorin OS ISO file that you downloaded earlier. Next, in the OS field, select Linux. Then, in the distribution field, choose Debian or Ubuntu. Since Zorin OS is based on Ubuntu, selecting Debian or Ubuntu helps VirtualBox apply more suitable settings for the virtual machine. Next, configure the RAM for Zorin OS. The recommended minimum is 4 GB of RAM, but if your computer has more memory available. Next, adjust the number of CPUs for the virtual machine. You should set at least 2 CPUs, or allocate more if your computer has enough resources. Next, configure the disk size for Zorin OS. Depending on your intended usage, you can set the disk capacity accordingly. If you only want to try or test the system, allocating around 30 GB to 60 GB should be enough. Finally, click Finish to create the virtual machine. After creating the virtual machine, we will adjust some configuration settings for it. Here, go to the Network tab to view and adjust the network settings for the virtual machine. By default, the system is set to NAT mode. However, I recommend changing it to bridge mode. With this mode, Zorin OS will receive an IP address like a normal computer on the network, making it easier to access. Okay, now click Start to begin the Zorin OS installation process. At the boot screen, select the first option to start the Zorin OS installer. At this stage, Zorin OS will perform a hardware check. If you want to skip this step, you can press Ctrl+C to cancel the process. On the welcome screen, select your language, then click Install Zorin OS to begin the installation process. Next, select the keyboard layout that matches your keyboard, then click Continue to proceed. Here, uncheck the Update option to make the installation process faster. We can update the system after the installation is completed. Next, click Install Now to start installing Zorin OS. Click Continue to confirm the disk erase and proceed with the installation. Next, select your time zone, then click Continue to proceed. Here, enter the required information such as your name, username, and password for the account. Once completed, click Continue to proceed. The installation process will begin and may take around 10 to 20 minutes, depending on your computer's hardware. During this time, please wait until the installation process is completed. Once the installation process is complete, click Restart Now to restart the system. At this point, press Enter to remove the ISO file so the system can boot from the installed disk. Now, log into the system using the account you created during the installation process. So now, we have successfully installed Zorin OS on VirtualBox. This is the Zorin OS desktop interface, which is designed to be user-friendly, especially for users who are familiar with Windows. I hope this video is helpful for you. If you found it useful, please subscribe to the channel to support me. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos.